What? A Flowbee? A hair cutting thing that you hook up to your vacuum cleaner and it cuts your hair. Yes, this is the original Flowbee. It is in the box. You hook this one end to the other, to the vacuum, and it will not only cut your hair. There's some still hair in there. There's some attachments as well. But it will cut that to a specific length, and you don't even have to clean up after yourself. I mean, literally, look how happy this kid is. I'm not sure how he got those bangs cut, but, I mean, who doesn't want to look like this guy, right? I am just thankful that this came out after I was a child, because if my mother had this, I may have burned all my pictures by now. She cut my hair once. She said, oops. And I had a bald spot on my head for the entire length of 5th grade. So this brings back some painful memories. But this particular thing is seen on TV. It is called the Flowbee. I heard they're coming back out with them because of the COVID. If you really want to mess, since you're not going to see anyone, you might as well look horrible. But couples can use it. Use it on yourself. I would like to know what wife in the world would let their husband cut their hair with a vacuum cleaner. Hey, maybe not mine. At least if you want to stay married. Now this guy, that guy's looking 1993. So anyway, this is a cool retro fine Flowbee as seen on TV. They were originally $59.97, not 99, not 95, $59.97. And I can't think of a better deal. It'll pay for itself after just 3 haircuts. Now we get all kinds of cool stuff in here. And speaking of cool, yes, it's a John Cena autograph picture when he was Word Life. Look at John. Look at the nice velvety frame really accents it off. Especially, see how the red bleeds into here? This is from 2005 sets. 15 years ago, John signed this. He doesn't look happy. He's happy now because he has made a lot of money. And he's a very recognizable superstar in the WWE. This is when he's first getting started out. I think you can read John Cena in there. But autograph pictures are always cool, always nice. Maybe he'll smile. I bet you he smiles in his pictures now after he looks at his bank account. There's other things you want to look for, and some rare. Old doesn't mean valuable. Rare doesn't mean it's worth money. But something like this, in honor of Halloween, this is an old 45, the Misfits Halloween. It is a self-produced single. 8081. The cool thing about this is the vinyl itself. The orange vinyl. Misfits, I haven't played it. The album looks cool. Album is awesome. This is for a record collector, especially for this type of music, these types of bands. They don't look happy either. The Pumpkins don't even look happy. Well, it is Halloween. It's off their Halloween 2 album. This is a 45. Those of you under 40, 45s were smaller records that played at a different speed. 45 is the speed they play at. Now, that's a very collectible record. Any record, is, you want to look at the printing, publishing, whatever songs it is. It's a very cool thing. Other thing, now let's look at some Nintendo. This is a Nintendo DSi. It's the older one. It doesn't play the GBA games. I just got this in. And I also got Action Replay DSi. The last one with this label, whoops, with this label, sold for $100. This little piece of plastic. Yes, that's probably more, well, probably not as much as a Flowbee, because seriously, thumbs up. But this particular thing is almost like a cheat code. It is There's codes that come in it. You put your game in there. I can put this in the back, and we'll play some. They have a couple games that are on it. Not very good, but there's a couple games that are on it. Just start the DS. You can see Game Watch Collection, Nintendo. This product is not licensed or supported by Nintendo. So with this particular, it enhances your games, gives you cheat codes. You put in certain codes, different settings. If you press in the codes, it'll get the different games that you have. There's just tons and tons of games. This is mainly used for Pokemon. As we said before, everything Pokemon is valuable and awesome. This is a DSi. But just that little piece of plastic sells for about $100. Probably more than the John Cena picture. That's why he doesn't look happy. Now, getting some old toys, some old valuable toys, is the Rockie Toddler. Yes, this is a Rockie Toddler, because what toddler doesn't want a rock on a rooster? This is one of the toddler toys by Rockie Toddler. It's made in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, sold by the Richards Company in New York. These are made of wood. It's in pretty good shape. You can see some of the wear there. Some of the paint's coming off, but everything seems to be intact. Always want to look, see if you see flathead screws. That's usually an indication of its age. So they don't no longer use the, since they moved to the Phillips head, and now they use every single different screw head that I know don't have in my toolbox, so I have to go buy one. So there's some cool things here. A vintage Flowbee, which is awesome. Who's gonna argue with John Cena? Play a little 45, a little Nintendo with your Action Replay DSi. See how you put your game in there. And of course the Rockie Toddler. So these are just some of the cool things we have here, what we found, and what I'd like to share with you. So if you can, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.